Hi, today I'm going to show you how to take your list of sources that you may have just taken a title and a URL and slapped down on a Word document thinking I will get back to that later, I want to do my works cited later, which I will tell you is never a good idea. There are several reasons. One is because you will hate doing the works cited because everyone hates doing works cited. And it'll be that last thing that keeps you from being finished with your essay. So if you do it first, you don't have to worry about it. But I did not do all of mine first. Look, I did this one. It's even got the hanging indent. The spacing is not right, but it's got all of the basic elements that I needed to put in. But I don't always know exactly what I need to put in for every source. And that's because no one memorizes this stuff. For one thing, it changes with every update to MLA format. And for another thing, it's just a lot of tedious detail that everyone uses a guide for. That's why we have all these MLA guides online, in books published, just all over the place. So I will put a link to this guide in the notes of this video. And what is useful is this practice template. Let's look at that and get started. So we have a guide for what needs to be in the works cited for each source. You will need the author. Unless there is no author, oftentimes for websites, there will be no author. There might be a company listed as the author if you use a citation generator, but the company should be the publisher and not the author. So don't list a company as the author. List the title first if there is no author, and the title for an article on a web page goes in quotation marks. And then the container, the thing on which that article was found, is the website, so you would put that title in italics, the title of the website, and then fill in the things as needed, as available. If these containers or parts of the container are not available, then you don't have to put those. So we will take a look. I'm going to use this example to help me finish my works cited. So I'm just going to use all of the things they list in the containers. And that's the extent to which you'll be responsible in my class for finding this information. So let's pretend that I have this article that I had just clicked on the link and a general idea of where it came from and pasted it onto a Word document so I could pull it up again here. So what I need first is the title, and I want to go ahead and create a works cited page. So I'm going to do that, and using MLA format, I need 12 point Times New Roman. I need my spacing to be double. I want to remove space after paragraph, and I want to center the words works cited. If I were citing one article or one source only, I would leave off the S. So it would be works cited. But if you have two or more, you will use the word works cited. Now I need to go back to the left, and here I want to go ahead and try to get my indentation to a hanging indent. It's under special. I clicked this little button here, the strange little arrow with a tiny square around it, under special, hanging, okay. Now, the title that I had there was really long, so I'm going to copy and paste it, and it will probably have some mistakes in it as I do. But let's see how much I can do with copy and paste. Any shortcut I will gladly take. This is merge formatting, and in hopes of getting the format to stay the way I had put it, that's what I generally will click. I could put keep text only, but that will probably get rid of my hanging indent as it did. If I keep the sources, it will be huge, just like it is on the original source. So I'm going to go with the middle, even though it's in bold. I know I don't want my title to be bold, so I need to highlight it and get rid of bold. Then all titles of articles go in quotation marks. I'm going to follow this one with a period. And now I'm going to go back and check my guide here and see what the next thing is. I didn't have an author. I did have a title. The container will be the title of the website. So let me look at the title of the website. I'm going to call the title of this website, let's see. I'm not sure if I want to call it the COVID-19 School of Public Health Expert Insights. I probably will. And then the contributor can be the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. So I will do that. So I'm going to copy and paste this. Nope, I'm not. It's not going to let me. It's going to let me copy this one. Now this is going to make a really strange font, I'm sure, when I get to my works cited. But no problem, I can fix that, right? I'm going to right click, I'm going to click merge formatting, and sure enough, strange stuff happening. So I'll just fix it. So I know the blue underline part was supposed to say COVID-19. Oh, Ovid. And School of Public Health Expert Insights. Now this container will all be italicized, but I have a problem. I don't ever want to have all caps. So I'm going to go back and change each word. And yes, it's tedious, but it's doable. Now with titles, I don't want to capitalize words like of. Little tiny words should be lowercase. And then words of significance should be uppercase. It's really hard to type and talk at the same time, especially while recording. So that's fixed. So if you're using a citation generator, oftentimes you will find that you will have your titles in all caps if you do that, and you need to go back and fix those. So my next thing is to look at the containers again. I don't know what comes next. So the container was the title of the website, and I put a period. I need to put a comma. It's telling me even what kind of punctuation goes next. So period after the title of the article, comma after the title of the container, and then other contributors. Let's see. Actually, let me look at my source again, because I do have an author of this article. So Jackie Powder, I don't think I need to copy that. I think I just need to put her in the title position or the author position. Powder Jackie. So nice, I found an author after all. If there had been no author, I would have started with the title of the article. So I'm glad I found that. Now, comma after my title of my website, what comes next? Looking back at my guide, I don't think I have other contributors. I should probably look. Version number, publisher. Publisher is who I was looking for, or noting could be the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. So let's take a look. I will look for other contributors as well while we are perusing. I don't see anyone listed. Even if the author references someone else, doesn't mean they're a contributor. But here's the publisher, usually found when you scroll to the bottom, sometimes next to a copyright symbol. So I'm going to add that to my works cited, if I pull it up the right way. I do not want it to be in italics. It will probably be in some strange font, but I can fix it. Yes, merge formatting, it italicized, and put it in bold, but I could fix that really quickly. And I believe that's followed by a comma. Let's take a look. So the publisher followed by a comma, publication date, and then the link or URL. So I will do those two things, publication date first, in MLA format, day, month, year, and then comma in this Works Cited list. So publication date, I think it was up by the author's name. Yes, March 31st. So I need to write 31 March 2020, comma, and the URL, which is really the easiest part. Just click on your address bar, copy, go back to your Works Cited page, and simply paste. So when I pasted, it kept the hyperlink. You can even control the font, make it Times New Roman to match the rest. And you can also remove the hyperlink if you choose to do so. I'm happy for you to leave the hyperlink, but if you right click, you can click remove hyperlink to get rid of it. I prefer that you leave the hyperlink, frankly. So I think you can add link that way, but then you'd have to go back. So don't remove the hyperlink, but that is how if you are required to do so in another class. And then access date, you can just say accessed and then put the day in MLA format. I'm not requiring that you use an access date, but some instructors will. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then end with a period. So that is how you do a Works Cited for a website. Remember, most websites don't have an author, or oftentimes they don't. So if you don't have an author, then go ahead and start with the title of the article. Don't use the publisher or an organization, a business as the author.